Good morning, folks. This is Greg Judy at Green Pastures Farm. Today I'm doing an update. We just wanted to check and see how our timeless fence is holding up. This is our sheep and cattle fence that Isaac and Ben and I put this up. Well, this will be starting, I guess, 3 years. Put it up in 2020, 21, 22, yep. Anyway, this is actually wired on the outside of the post, and these are timeless posts. These are they're made from recycled vinyl windows, and you know the whoever championed the name timeless, after this post they knew what they were doing. It is timeless. I got to thinking about that this morning. What's the most precious commodity we have? I mean, what is the one commodity you don't get back? It's time. You only live one time. And these posts, when you work with them, it is timeless. It doesn't take any time to put them up. They're pre-drilled. I mean, look at this fence. I'm not going to touch that. It's got about 10,000 volts in it. But look at that. So here we wired them on the outside. And we've got some of this is actually run through the middle of the post. I just wanted to show you the different ways you can do it. We just use soft galvanized wire here and put it on the outside. So this is our sheep fence, that bottom one. The top one's at 30 inches so I can step over it without getting shocked. That's for the cattle. We're keeping sheep in with that bottom wire, that bottom wire. But timeless it's just an awesome post. I mean, look at that. They've been in 3 years. It still looks like it just took them out of the box. They've got a UV coating on them. You can see it right there. So the inside is the recycled PVC windows, vinyl windows, I'm sorry. And the outside is the brand new material that they actually extrude around it. These are 4-footers. They're 1.5 inches wide. At the top, you can drive them with a steel post driver. That's what I like about them. And they've got a marker on them. So when you drive them, you don't have to measure. That marker gives you your depth gauge. It's down here. I don't know if I can even see it on the other side. No. There's a sticker on the bottom of every post. And so there's no guessing. There's no guessing. I mean, so if you have a limited amount of time like everybody else does, you don't want to be out here painting them. You don't want to have to drill the posts. They're pre-drilled. And those are on, I believe, 3-inch spacings all the way down. So you can put as many wire, well, you can put 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There's 8 holes on a 4-footer. On some of those posts, they make them all the way up to 6 feet. So this would not be what you'd want. You wouldn't want that post for a perimeter along a highway. You'd want to go with a 6-foot post and put 5 wires on it. Well, I gotta be careful when I step. I almost touched that. You'd have heard a loud scream. There's our daisy tensioners. I love these things. You put those, and so we made a bend right here. That is a 1-inch solid fiberglass rod. We do have some of those in supply now. Anywhere you have a bend like that, that's going to hold the wire straight. And then you can use timeless in between those. And we just drill a hole and wire them on with soft galvanized wire, not high tensile. So I'm going to go clear down here to the corner. See, that's another reason you want a big charger. I've got a little vegetation touching this. But I promise you, that vegetation, well, you see this, see what happened to that? It's nailing it. I mean, it's killing anything that touches that fence, it'll kill it. It just dries it up. Man, this is beautiful. Looks like we just built it. We haven't done any brush clearing on this for 3 years. It's another reason if you have a cedar grove, you can come right inside the cedar grove This makes a nice outdoor barn for in the wintertime when it's 20 below zero. They can come in here and get out of the wind. And it also keeps the vegetation from growing up on your fence. Yeah, so now here we made a corner. This is how we fasten on our corners. We do the high tensile knot, and then we just crimp it. That carries the power around that post. And we need to get back here and paint those, but there's no UV on that fiberglass, so it's probably never gonna fray out. Then we came off right here with a jumper that goes up in that tree and goes out to that pond. So we got a power source around our pond to keep the cattle out. See here, now we're going through the middle. We didn't use fastener, we just ran it through there. And I like that. It just saves having to use any kind of fastener at all. The wind's kind of coming up. I hope this doesn't knock down the quality of the video too much. I'm trying to stay out of the wind as much as I can. Yeah, it's got a 20-year warranty on defects, workmanship. Anything that happens to that post, 20 years, you're good to go. You can get another one. They are made right here in the United States. I will put a link on the description to Timeless Fence. You can just click on the link. And Brad and Brandon, that's who I work with. It's just unbelievable at helping you decide exactly how much wire you need, how much post. And now Timeless is the full deal. They carry everything. So if you're gonna build a high tensile fence, they've got it. Look at that, isn't that beautiful? And that was driven with just a plain old standard T-post driver. There it goes down the hill. So they're very visual. If you're putting them up around a house or a subdivision where you got neighbors, you don't want your fence looking tacky. You want it to look nice. And this looks nice. It's holding my wire nice and sturdy. There's no way the deer hits it. See how flexible that is? I've had trees fall on these darn things. Trees. And bend them clear over to the ground. And had it that way for a week or two before I got the tree cut off. And they straightened back up after you cut the tree off. So Timeless, whoever designed that name, Timeless, they knew what they were talking about. It doesn't take any time to put them in. And so we have our rarest commodity that we have is time. We don't ever get that time back. When you build a fence, you can get it in and go do something else like develop your water or move livestock or take your wife out to a movie or whatever. You're not out here building fence because it's quick. You just get your fence line cleared, get you some of these, stretch you some wire, and go to town. Put your corners in. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. We've got some bull sorting to do this morning. We're going to be bringing off a load of bulls to get semen, trick, and Yoni's tested. All those are sold. And we got customers coming here in June to pick up their bulls, so we got to get that done today. Anyway, everyone have a good one, and we'll see you down the road. And hit that subscribe button on the way out. And remember, if you're going to build some fence, I'd highly recommend Timeless. Non-conductive, no insulators required, no drilling, no painting. Just put them in and you're done. Have a good one, folks.